always the ones closest to you that's going to doubt you first. Don't listen to nobody. Be yourself, and I promise you, you will be the best version of yourself that you can be. Hi guys, it is Kendall the mom here. I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned with what I'm cooking up. So I get a lot of questions about manifestation and changing your life. I am a product of what manifestation can do for you. Like, it really changed my life. And I feel like anybody can do it. Anybody can be who they want to be. You can change anything about yourself, and you can really create this person that you want to be and become that person. So, welcome in! I'm so excited to dive into this because I knew nothing about it years ago. I just thought I was just going to stay down and, just stay down. But it's just like, I always thought that I was destined for more. I always knew that there was something more for me. Like, this just can't be my life. Like, this ain't it. Always knew. I just always knew. But you can know something, but you have to go out there and, cultivate. You have to go out there and make it a reality. You can't want something and then think it's just going to happen to you. You still have to put the work in. You still have to believe it's going to happen. If you have in your mind that it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Like, how many times do you think something negative and then something negative does happen? And when you think positive, something positive does happen. Like, I try to keep positivity. I try to keep everything positive. I try to keep positivity around me. I don't like negative vibes, negative things going on. I like to be positive. So, I mean, it's no secret that I was, broke at one point in my life. I was living check to check. I was, not knowing where I was headed. I was facing eviction multiple times. Like, every time I turn around, I'm getting a notice on my door. Like, dang, I just got caught up and paid, and now that I caught up, I'm broke again and I owe rent again. Like, it was definitely hard for me. It was hard for me. I graduated college, and when it took me 6 years to graduate college. I always been smart. I started reading at the age of 2. I got straight A's in high school. I always been smart, but college was something else for me. I did not apply myself. I was in college because they told me I had to go. I didn't really want to be there. So it took me 6 years to finally graduate because I'm like, this is what my parents want. I have to do it. And when I finally graduated, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make the money that I want to make. Like, I got a degree now. I got a bachelor's. They're going to pay me. They didn't pay me. They didn't want to pay me. The job I was at told me they can give me $1 extra, taking me from $11 to $12. What? Then other jobs that I've applied to, that's the max was 12, 13. And I'm just like, why? I did all types of trades. I went to medical assistant school. I went to bartending school. Where else? I went to phlebotomy class. I got certificates and everything. Like, you need it done, I could do it. Like, I'm just being serious. Like, I did all types of stuff thinking I would make more money. And then it's like, you graduate from these certificate places, but now they're like, well, you don't have the experience. You can't work here. And I'm just like, how can you win? How can you do anything if you don't have experience? But they tell you to go to school. This whole circle just doesn't make sense to me. So I had to get out of that way of thinking. Like, and then when I used to go to work and I wanted to go somewhere, I remember my first trip my best friend wanted to take, and it's the first time I was on a plane, and I had to request time off, and they told me no. And I'm just like, how are you gonna tell me I can't go somewhere? Like, who are you to tell me that I can't go somewhere? Like, I don't do well with that at all. So from there, I'm just like, I'm going. Like, you're not about to tell me no. I'm going. So I went. I got in trouble. They didn't fire me, but I got in trouble. I only had $200 to my name. Probably not even that. I think I had $150. We had no money going on this trip. We had no business going. We went to Vegas, had no business being there with no money, but we went. Had a good time too. come back, I get in trouble for something else. My time management was just not always there. Like, it was just, you know, I had a daughter. I had to figure that out. It was just a lot for me to get to work on time. I was always late. Then I started feeling like I need to be doing something different for myself. Like, I want to make money on my own. I don't want a boss. So I would devote time to myself. Even at my job, I'm trying to work on something. And one day I just like, I think I was working an overnight shift, and I told them, like, there's no staying extra for me. Like, the next staff has to be coming in at 7 a.m. If they don't come in, I'm leaving. I have to go. I got to go get my daughter to take her to school. There's no being late. So, and I think this night, my dad, he worked, he's a nurse. So he, you know, he had to be to work at a certain time. So he's like, he watched her that night. He's like, but you got to be here in the morning to get her. They call like, yeah, no staff is coming in. You got to stay till 9. And I'm like, I can't stay till 9. I have to get my daughter. Like, this is not an option for me. Oh, no, you got to stay till 9. Like, it just is what it is. Like, no. Who are y'all to tell people that, you know, time is valuable? You don't get that time back. So I'm just like, after that day, I'm like, this ain't it. My checks is like $300. I can't even make rent. Like, this is not it for me. Like, this is not it. So I'm just like, I think the next time I was scheduled, I just didn't come in. I just was done. I just was at my end with it. I was just done. Fast forward, I still was in this rut of, you know, now it's like, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? I'm like, okay. I always wanted to dance. Seeing these girls dancing, I want to dance. Tried it. And I'm just like, I'm making money, but it wasn't what I wanted. I can't dance. I'm not a dancer. I can't dance. I like dancing. The girls that dance, they look good doing it. Like, I feel like it's a skill. It's a skill I didn't have. I was making money though. Like, I've always, you know, I made money, but I'm like, dang, my feet hurt, my heels is hurting. Like, this is not it either. But it was there for the moment. It's like I needed that because it showed me how to make my own money. It showed me about adding money and how much I needed to make a certain quota. And I'm just like, I started thinking, like, the way I think now about money, it's like, okay, $300. If I make $300 every day, that's $8K a month. If I make $1,000 every day, that's $30K a month. So I need something that I'm going to sell to make me at least $1,000 a day minimum. I think my hair is just like, $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day is $30,000 a month, correct? Because it's 30 days in a month. And if you get a 31st, now you at 31K. So I'm like, that's how I, you know, add money up in my head. Like, if I get a product, if I have something that I'm selling $200, I just need to sell 5 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's my $1,000. 5 a day. I need to go hard for something that I'm gonna sell 5 a day. So that's when I picked up cooking. I always loved to cook. Always like creating new recipes. That's another trade. I went to culinary school. I'm like, this is my thing. I'm gonna open me up a vegan spot. It's gonna be all that, da 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 da. Yes, I've been everywhere. So I went to culinary school. I started doing meal prep. I was doing well with it. That school though, I just want to say that all these places train you to be workers. It's crazy. Like, they wouldn't even let us imagine doing something else. And I just told you guys in the beginning, if you think something, that's what it is. They wanted us to believe that we were just going to be workers at a fast food restaurant. And I'm like, no, I'm not here to be a worker at a fast food restaurant. I'm going to open up a restaurant. Oh no, that's, you know, maybe down the line, maybe 10 years or so you could try that. But right now, no. I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. I'm going to show these people. I'm going to open up a restaurant. I'm going to show them. So I started doing meal prep because I always been like into weight loss and, you know, that whole kind of thing. So I started doing vegan meal prep because everybody else was doing regular meal prep. I'm like, I'm going to do vegan meal prep. Was doing that. It was going well. Like, orders was picking up. I'm selling, and mind you, I'm selling 20 meals, 30 meals at a time. So, you know, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm selling at least 3 a day. Getting to where, you know, getting close to that 5, but I'm getting to 3 a day. But I can't say 3 a day because it would be for the week. So I would say 3 to 4 orders a week. And then, it started getting up from there. It was too much for me. I used to get anxiety when people would place an order. Like, it used to stress me out. Stress. I had to go to the market. I had to make sure I had all the ingredients to make each meal, because people got to choose 3 to 4 different meals for their week. So I'm like, okay, I need the ingredients for each meal. I just have my little oven in my kitchen, my 4-burner stove, trying to make 20, 40 meals. And I'm just like, it used to stress me out. I loved when people placed the order and I got paid, but then I hated it at the same time because it was so much work for me. It was just too much work. And I'm just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. Manifesting my life, my best life. One night, it was a full moon. I sat down and I talked about moving to North Carolina. I'm like, I think I need to change my direction, change my surroundings. I need to get out of here. I wrote down everything I wanted in the next year or two. I wrote down what type of money I wanted to make. I wrote down who I wanted to be. I wrote down how I wanted to live. I wrote down basically what I wanted. And I kept that list. Like, I still have it. I kept that list. I looked at that list. I read that list. I believed in that list. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have this. And I just packed up. My lease was up at that place. And I just had paid them again and was still about to get another eviction notice. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not re-signing the lease. I'm leaving. I sold all my stuff. I packed up. I moved in with my mom for exactly 1 month. And I found an apartment in North Carolina. I didn't even see the apartment. I want it. I'm leaving. And I left. And I did not look back. I've been in North Carolina for 3 years now. And everything on my list has been happening. I said I wanted to at least do $30K a month. I started making $30K a month. I said I wanted to buy a house. I bought a house. I said I wanted to travel more and be more, financially independent. I wanted to create experiences. I wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to do this. Everything on my list just started happening for me. Like, my life quickly changed in that year. Like, it changed so fast that I couldn't even believe in myself. Like, I still look back like, dag, like, this is my life. Like, I built this. I built this for my kids. Well, it was just my one kid, like, at first, and then I had the baby, but it's just like, I built this for my kids. Like, I have a stable home for my kids. Like, I don't know if you've ever been through eviction or ever been through, getting put out or anything like that, but having been through that several times, like, I never actually got evicted from that place, but, just having the notice on your door is enough. I had it too many times to count. And just that risk of being put out is like, it's scary because it's like, oh my God, if they put me out, where am I go? Oh my God, no, please don't put me out. I got to get this money. So it's just like having a stable place that nobody can come and put me out of. Like, this is mine. Like, this is my house. I built this house. It's mine. Nobody's putting me out. My daughter has a stable room that she can always come home to. My son has a stable room. Like, it feels amazing to have done that. And it feels amazing. I just want to say, my message to you is, you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. If you want to move out of state, you can do it. Even if you're a single mom, a single parent, you can do it. Like, I moved here with nobody. It was just me and my daughter, and I had to find a way. You can do it. If you want to, say you want to be a vlogger, or you want to create a YouTube, or you want to, anything you want to do, you can do it. Say you want to make more money, start living like you got that money. Believe in your head that you have that money. Believe that you are who you say you are. Believe in yourself. It don't matter nobody's opinions about you. It don't matter what nobody says, what people try to discourage you. You can't do that. That's not going to happen for you. don't believe none of it. A lot of people said that I wasn't going to do anything. A lot of people laughed at me. I've lost friends along the way who laughed and said I wasn't going to be nothing, who discouraged me. They laughed at me. They, you know, oh, you're doing this now? You're in cooking school now? Weren't you just doing that? Like, people laughed. They judged me. They told me I wasn't going to be nothing. You got to ignore those people. People are always going to doubt you, and it's always the ones closest to you that's going to doubt you first. Don't listen to nobody. Be yourself, and I promise you, you will be the best version of yourself that you can be. The baby had woke up. I only slept for like an hour. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Like, I just want to let you guys know. Believe in yourself. Think highly of yourself. Stay positive. You do all those things and have a clear direction of where you want to go. Like, sit down and really think. What do you want out of this life? What do you want? Sit down and think and believe, and you can achieve. Are you coming to say bye? Hit that notification bell so you guys can stay tuned with all of my latest content about manifesting your best life, getting everything you want out of life. Don't mind Pop-Up's hair, and getting what you want. He's another one of my manifestations, but I'll get into that in another video, because I definitely manifested my little munchkin. Didn't I manifest my little munchkin? Say bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. No? Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel.